for lunchtime.
Yeah, when he was a young little construct.
A little baby golem.
A little baby golem.
Yeah, the drawing board.
Yeah.
Here we go. Game number 2. Match point for RSG.
Okay.
The road to revengeance by Omega path is paved with good intentions. It's a babysitter side lane. Here we go. This is how you call the Bruno.
It's a relatively still a risky play if you think about it, especially with the Kufra present. It's not going to be able to go out a lot, although you do have the Fanny to kind of just throw off any lane that you want to. That's not going to be happening on the top side for sure. Nats doesn't really have a problem with the Fanny that much. Again, all depends on how well Ryzen's going to play. So this first 2 minutes, 3 minutes of this game is so crucial for Omega.
Yeah, early action. Ooh, look at that, the standoff.
Oh, level 2
Here
wants
we
to go
go.
some good damage already. And I really love it when Ryzen does this. Again, pre-level 4, he's got pretty good advantage. But the problem is they didn't really achieve much from that. They only delayed the orange buff for a few seconds.
Yeah. But then it also zoned out RSG from getting to that Lethal Wanderer, so Omega has that.
Oh yeah, and also put them quite low, right? It put RSG members quite low, so I guess that's pretty good advantage being taken by Omega.
Yeah. First rotation for Omega will be alright. They don't have to worry about any big invades onto Ryzen. So they needed to play that aggressively. They have the picks for it, and it's the right call. It gives space for your Fanny. It's going to be the second buff rotations that I'm going to watch out for, that we have to watch out for, if RSG will start to invade, play more aggressively to pressure Ryzen's Fanny.
Yeah. Ryzen's Fanny right now has that cutthroat, got level 4 already. But the problem is he can't really do much about it at this point because RSG is just not giving him an opportunity.
And I like how Nath is playing really aggressively in lane right now. He knows how important his lane advantage is in terms of the positioning.
Oh, check it out. Both teams are playing the purple delay gambit, wherein you actually leave up your purple so that when you go into the turtle, you have your buff.
That's right. You're ready to fight. 100% RSG. Gonna go for it. Light with a beautiful Tyrant's Revenge. Doesn't really have the Tyrant's Rage to follow it up just yet. It's gonna be a little bit threat here for Omega.
Yeah. And what this means for Omega now is that KelVJ will be think twice about really using his ultimates because it'll be on cooldown right now.
And Omega very
bombs.
Really trying to get some damage onto the Lord Turtle here rather. And Nats again does not have a problem against this fan.
Wow.
Do this all day.
He's really the thorn in the side of Omega.
Oh my god, that is just so good, man.
And
Nats on the Uranus is just an art.
All right.
But nope, that's not gonna do. That's not gonna do. Miko is just not having any of this. First blood goes over to RSG.
I'd say that's worth it. I'd say
It
that's
is
worth
blood,
it.
super worth it.
Give it over, because this whole time Omega was, again, being so proactive about invading, but with just one sacrifice, with First Blood, that's Nat's life, they're able to, again, reclaim a little bit of the map and major objective.
Yeah. And now a reset, no big invades just yet. But it seems like the play right now for Nats is, okay, we're going to be fighting when we see the Fanny, then we'll push. Then you'll be aggressive. Then you'll go for that one-man zona. That was such a ballsy play by Nats, but a great call because that's what gave the space for RSG to be able to take that turtle without a problem. Now, my question for RSG is, how is this going to translate in going into the second turtle? You guys have better positioning right now for the purple buff that's about to spawn, but it seems like Omega, because of the aggression they showed early on now, RSG are playing more safely. They're not really going for invades. They're more on protecting Demon Kite.
You know what? It's actually, if you're thinking about how this is going to translate into the second turtle, RSG's strat is doing very well. Like, I love how they didn't overreact to the Fanny because right now, the Fanny's not doing anything.
Yeah.
If you notice, no pickoffs are happening, no fights are happening, and as a Fanny player, you hate that. And I hate to drill down on that Fanny bit, but that's basically a man down for Omega.
This is just one thing that he did, and that was the invade that gave him a small XP lead, but now Demon Kite's caught up. One good thing, though, going for the barangay for sure, is Kelra's eating good. Look at Kelra.
Yep.
I mean, I was half expecting a lot of pickoffs on top side, but Kelra's doing pretty well for himself, man.
He's about to take down the turret.
Oh, man.
Oh! He's 1,000 gold ahead of Eamon, by the way.
That's a dream start right now. And to counter that, Nats is doing the very, very traditional play at this point for Uranus.
The Velia special.
Just go into base, eat up those 2 waves, but now they just have to balance that, make sure that Aqua still gets a good amount of waves and gold as well. Because I think that's something that happened to TNC. Cram just ate too much of the minion waves that their mid laner at that point didn't have enough gold.
Yeah, gold will not be a problem here so far for RSG. They got lots of it. They got good damage output. But Ryzen with that beautiful steal actually does not need any extra effort from Omega to secure that. Although the big fight is a problem here for Omega. Everyone's just so low. Although RSG, again, being very, very disciplined, maintains their equilibrium in the fights. But so far, a turtle is not bad. I would take that any day if I was Omega.
If that was any other hero besides the Kufra, you would have seen Omega take down 3, maybe 4.
Yeah.
But Ryzen could not use his 3D maneuvering gear. Not at all because of that bouncing ball. That's like, why is that Fanny just walking?
That's right. He didn't do anything special. He just walked up straight up and didn't care. Just like just walking into a candy shop, just taking whatever you want.
Nothing. He couldn't
Just walking out.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Just walking.
Most anticlimactic Attack on Titan episode.
Yeah,
walking,
that was
bro.
a shoplift. He shoplifted that
Daylight
turtle
robbery.
away. Yeah.
Yes,
And-
they did get the turtle. Yeah. But
Yeah.
Nothing.
He was caught in CCTV, and they were just like, you know what? Let's just give it to him.
Walk out.
Whatever.
Yeah, great play though by Omega to actually get that there in the end. And yeah, RSG needs to watch out for this Bruno. Hence why the Bruno pick was so great, because now they have a pick that if ever it did get to the point where Ryzen's finally had a difficult time, that meant that RSG were committing more resources into giving that Fanny a difficult time, giving Kelra a room to farm. What happened here was, again, because Omega was aggressive from the beginning, RSG committed resources to protect Demon Kite, not necessarily disturb anyone, but to protect Demon Kite, which still allowed Kelra to freely farm.
Sure.
Everyone was having a party in the jungle. You know what? If I'm a gold laner, go ahead.
Yeah.
Have some fun there. Just leave us alone.
Yeah, that Bruno will be very happy. Up against Claude, of course he'll win that.
And right now, it seems that the next turtle should be an easy pick once more. It should look like an easy picking for RSG. But, you know what? No one's going to it.
Look, at this point, 7 minutes
snubbed.
in, Kelra's kicking thousands, bro. Kelra's kicking thousands.
Ouch.
1,000 crits? Yeah.
That's
hurt.
That's around
gonna hurt.
3 to 4 hits on a Valentino, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
Maybe less.
Yeah.
yeah. For the crit balls, not like the general basic attacks. Probably around 7 to 8 basic attacks.
Caught balls.
Yeah.
There we go.
Finally, the teams realize, wait, you know what, Omega, the turtle's up. Let's go ahead and walk up straight up and try to take it really quickly. Emma's close by as well. And they're not even bothering to pull it.
Nope.
It's straight up in Omega's face.
Clearly there.
Is it a trap? This is a trap for sure. Demon Kite secures it, obviously,
Ryzen.
because of that one. And Ryzen cannot get it out because of the bouncing ball.
God,
Look at the Bruno.
He was folded in half. But
Bruno.
But they're trading it. Turtle plus Ryzen for 2 turrets in this.
And again, more of that is happening around the buff area here for Omega. RSG's like a little confused. Maybe we should make more use of this turtle buff, because right now Keller is just doing everything he wants on the map.
Oh.
Wait, oh.
That is 2 hits. 2 hits from the Bruno brought
Ouch.
Demon Kite to like, oh! Let's do it!
That's going to be a big problem, though. Keller is not really sufficiently tanky enough to survive most hits. And that is very apparent right there. Omega finally got something in the kill board there.
He doesn't have Wind of Nature.
The Wind of Nature
He
is not
tried.
rare yet.
You saw him. He tried, but at least they got the trade back.
Oh, in the mid.
Oh, no. Demon Kite, again, might be in trouble, but Wave Dragon's already committed. Not going to be any big problems there for RSG so far. Again, Nats as well, just doing whatever he wants on the map, as usual. Is going to be forcing some response here on the bottom side. RSG is already flanking, waiting for the Fanny. Although he's taking his sweet moment here around the purple area. And this is a sign usually that the Fanny's are behind. And he's taking so long to take the buff. And right now, RSG does have that full information.
Yeah. RSG can just play this safely, like with how they've been doing.
Oh, he knows.
Yeah.
There you go. You got spied out.
Look at that game sense by the Filipino Savage. I mean, it's very clear how deep Eman was going.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's a telegraph sign that there's something afoot here. There's shenanigans.
Yeah.
And
Again,
when you
Omega's so used to these shenanigans at this point.
Exactly. And when you see a roamer like that show up in the map, it's a good thing to think that there's at least 2 more members of your opposing side there. Hence why Omega aren't really pushing that deep there. They know there's probably a heavy presence of RSG members close to where they are. They sense it, they feel it. But right now they have to watch out for the fact that Aqua does have the Wave Dragon on the Valentina. So RSG has that utility, either to push out a member of Omega who gets too close or to just help pick off. But right now it looks like it's going to be used more defensively by Aqua and RSG.
What a low kill game. I mean, this game is running so slowly.
And again, in very similar RSG Omega fashion, it's about 10 minutes in and I feel like it's just the first hurdle.
It does feel like that,
It's
doesn't it?
so slow-paced and the action is so sporadic, but you know it's coming to a head.
Yeah, there's always an obvious winner in the fights whenever they come out, although the scoreboard doesn't show it. The gold lead doesn't show it. Right now, Kelra again, free hit on the turret. I don't know where he gets his confidence, to be honest. I love that in this guy. Yeah. Right now, the rest of Omega are going to be grouping up on the light. Takes him out. That's a mortality out. And going to be Demon Kite clearing up that turtle area. Nice attempt there from Miko to get something done. Right now, Ammon's got pretty good damage. Kelra, you're surrounded. Where you going, man? That's going to be Ammon with a kill.
They did so well to isolate Kelra there, and then the rest of Omega were just taking down a target that they could not pin down. Demon Kite, they're gonna get Aqua here, and here comes Ryzen. Who's he got?
Oh, got him on! That is a lot of losses for RSG. They got the Lord in the end. It looks like they might not be able to make the most out of that Lord. Demon Kite and Ryzen in the bot lane, but that's not gonna come into or turn into a massive fight. This Lord, let's see what RSG can do with it. It might not be much, but it could be something.
Yeah, and that's the reason why you don't see a lot of Lancelots against Fannies. It's really hard to hit the 4 rows on a moving Fanny, as we saw earlier. So Demon Kite's like, you know what, he's just passively fighting. I'm just gonna clear these minions base. I don't care about the fight. I'll just clear the minions around Ryzen.
Yes. At some point, it's a non-starter because they're not gonna see each other.
They aren't.
Right?
Even if they do see each other, they're not gonna do anything about it.
Yeah, both of them are at some point relatively relegated to cleanup duty.
Yeah, they can't kill each other.
Not just, oh, nice jump!
Oh, that's a beautiful jump though! Light with a perfect targeting on a Kelra. That's just the target that you want to get that Tyrant's Revenge on. That's gonna be turret going down.
And the thing is, it was a perfect target and there's no punish!
Exactly! You Ryzen can't get out! Oh my goodness, the beauty of RSG's gameplay.
Light!
It's so good.
Just when you thought that it's too grim and dark, Light comes from out of nowhere to surprise his opponent. Just blowing up all over Omega. Setting that up for RSG perfectly.
It's like RSG's baiting you to play slow. Then all of a sudden they're gonna do a big catch.
Yeah,
then you're just kind of stuck on slow mode. I don't know how to describe it. It's just what it feels like. It feels like the game's just so slow, then suddenly a burst of genius out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's like they're stretching a rubber band to its maximum, and then you're just wondering when will everything just snap.
And when it does snap, you're caught by surprise.
It's crazy.
That's where it snapped. Interesting how Light found that angle and to no punishment. Wait.
And again, Light keeps finding these angles, but this time the wrong target. Miko able to get out right there. Nats could be trouble, but has so much regen. He goes back for round 2 right away. Didn't even need a lot of reload time. That's one going down. Miko gone for 30 seconds means that lots of pushes can happen here in the next few minutes.
Woo, Miko didn't expect to walk into a fistful of RSG. I think he was sensing that RSG were just running for the hills and maybe 1 or 2 members would be left. Nope, he just walked into 4 of them.
He was halfway thinking to make it an aggressive engage, but the fact that he didn't use his flicker means he was half-hearted. He was thinking, all right, so am I coming in to push you back, or am I coming in to try and find a target? I don't think neither Kelra or KLBJ was ready to deal damage.
So you think there's a little bit of a disconnect happening here, right?
Somewhat.
It feels that way. Right now, Lord will go over to RSG. Renzio, again, has full vision, but cannot really do anything about it.
That's another Lord for RSG, another Lord March, rather, that Omega has to deal with this time. This one could be more damaging. 5 versus 5 right now. In terms of the items, the Bruno, of course, is what's keeping Omega very close into this game and will be the game changer. The Lily and the Valentina are just like 200 gold a piece apart. But in terms of the jungle, it's a massive lead. 1.7k for Demon Kite over Ryzen's Fanny.
Omega's really keeping it together right now. Making sure they have full vision of Light. Doesn't want to get caught by one of those revenges. You can hear that stretch from a mile away, and you know that when you hear it, you gotta make your way out. You gotta make your way back to your team or else.
But something's gotta give. Something's gotta give. They popped shields. I mean, this is a Luminous Lord. Look at how deep Ryzen is cutting the waves. So far, everything's fine. Omega does keep their inhibitors. But what's the team fight? What's the win looking like for Omega? Where can they find that angle, much like Light keeps getting them? At some point, I'm thinking the way Light gets it's for free. He just finds one bush, and then he just gets one dude.
It's even hard to expect Miko to catch Emman just because Emman's always surrounded.
Yeah.
It's just so hard to make that big move when your auto-targeting just has so many people in front.
Yeah, an Omega win will have to come from a turnaround fight.
Yeah,
like
not the single Miko play, right?
Yeah, like if Emman comes in, then they'll kick Miko. Sort of like this, but with Nats.
Yeah, but that's the wrong target right here.
And at this point, that was just like, let's see if we can. It's like a heat check for Omega. If we can take him down, then it looks like we can fight. If we can't, then we probably shouldn't.
Oh!
There you go, as usual. A little bit of a high five for both of our junglers.
Yep.
That's just what happens.
A high five with swords.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it is with much respect that they just say, you know what, this is not good for either of our teams.
Yeah.
Let's just move on.
Let's back off and...
Hey, this isn't good for friends. Maybe we shouldn't.
Something tells me we're still waiting for KLVG to pick up something like a Divine Glaive, and then maybe they can get that pick off.
Yeah.
I'm itching for that big damage from the Lily. Yeah, I'm still missing out on that. At the same time, RSG, again, it is actually quite useful if you can use that to make a catch against Emman, because if you can't get caught by Miko, you gotta just straight up brute force at this point. You gotta give, something has to give, like you said, right? Because right now, nothing's happening for Omega, no matter how hard they try.
Again, at this point, they'll just really have to play it defensively. It'll be way too risky for them to go for a surprise play themselves.
Yeah.
There's a great counter engagement on RSG, but Omega has great defensive tools. They can defend. They have great wave clear.
Yep.
If RSG's marching forward, the Lilius bombs will either hurt RSG or make RSG think twice about fighting. But
that was a beautiful catch! Oh my god, Yara goes down! KLVG again can't pop any damage to save his life. And RSG again, a big play from Light gives them an open Lord take.
In before another Light MVP performance here.
Yep.
The story so far, Omega has the kit. Omega can deal the damage, but it's been RSG's gameplay. It's the way that they use their lineup. And again, Light catching dudes like it's nothing. That makes it so hard. That led to this 8k gold lead. That led to this free Lord. And now the next Lord, when it does come out in about 5 seconds, could be the last one.
It just feels hypnotic, man. It's like you're being hypnotized with RSG. Play slow, and then a big catch.
Yeah.
You know, it's just how you play as a championship team. It is beautiful to watch.
Yeah. It's like a magician who's gonna go, all right, now you will give me your wallet. Then you wake up and you go, what? Then he just
What
has it
happened?
in his hand. It's like, thank you.
Yeah,
You already
that was
did.
magic.
Pure magic right now by Light and the rest of RSG. They're playing this so well.
What is that? 3 times now that Light caught the perfect target?
Yes.
Difficult defense here. RSG can win it.
Yeah, RSG right now just inching forward slowly
Oh,
but
they got it!
surely. Great kick by Miko, but then again, not really the target you want. It's a big fight so far, but it's just small bits of damage from Omega that RSG is just able to just regen back up. And now they just don't have the minions.
The waves.
They are waiting for the next one. This is the damage at least that you can get from a Fanny. Look at that unlimited wave clear from Ryzen.
Yep. That's what we were talking about. Hence why, again, I am wondering why that pick-off earlier by Light, Omega were outstretched that far. I know they were trying to contest for that purple buff because they know how important it is for their Fanny. But see, that was a situation where it looked like RSG could have won it, but because of great usage of abilities by Omega, they were able to clear and defend. But it's gonna be tough again.
They're holding on, man. I love Ryzen around the base. He's probably one of the best base defending fans I've seen so far.
Yeah.
Usually the fans I see go straight up on mid. No, I stay inside. I'm gonna clear these all day.
Yeah, wave cutting.
He's using all the surfaces.
Yes.
The base, the walls,
Even the dead turrets.
these outer walls,
Yeah.
the nubs.
It's just so good to watch. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but that's how you want to use that Fanny, that unlimited wave clear. It's usually very difficult, but that's something that at least Ryzen has mastered. That's stopping RSG from the making a big push.
And as long as Omega manage the waves here, I'm kind of 50-50 though if they should or if they can actually go out of the base and contest a Lord. I mean, they don't have to worry about a big split push, but with how the positioning is right now around the map, it might just be way too risky for Omega to try and contest.
Yeah.
I can see them again being able to defend though, but the next Lord though might be the last of the game for...
They gotta try. Omega's gotta try.
You think they gotta try it out?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Although they have great base defense, man,
So-
RSG's not gonna get wiped out.
Something tells me they can go for a messy Lord fight, give the Lord, then wipe out RSG.
That would be great.
We've seen gambits like that in
see
Season 10 so far.
Too far though.
Too far, yeah. Especially with the turret standing left for RSG.
And Ryzen, again, not in a position to actually do anything. Emma, though, has his face in front of Miko, so confident to play up against Joe. That's the way of Dragon onto Light. He will get willed down, but Lord will go over to RSG.
With a nature pop on the Savage.
Got pretty good damage, actually. And Ryzen, he's got lots of targets in his mind right now. So many low HP members from RSG.
Oh,
but has
that
to make it all the way up north. And he makes himself the king of the north right now. Migo with Immortality will get popped. Aqua, again, doing a lot of fancy stuff with the Valentina. That's two black shoes being popped straight up. And again, base defense by the Fanny. Pretty good against Bouncing Ball. Not so much, though. His Immortality will go down.
That's
There's the Tired Rage. And I think that should be it.
Ring the bell. KLVJ can defend, but this is it.
Nope. I don't see how one king can go against 5 Kingslayers.
Oh, man. Yeah. Just don't do it. You don't have that much damage. Again, KLVJ can do all he wants to clear, but he won't make it in time. That's it. It's 2-0 for the Raiders this time around.
That is why they are called the King Slayer.